Our series, A More Perfect Union, aims to show what unites us as Americans is far stronger than what divides us. This morning, we introduce you to Rebecca LaSalle, who gave the ultimate gift. One of her organs saved the life of a one-year-old child. Now, unlike most of the 8,000 liver donors in the U.S. last year, LaSalle didn't know, or she didn't care either, who received that gift. She simply did it because she says she wanted to help somebody else. Barry Petersen was there when she met the little boy she saved. And in a moment, you'll see only on CBS This Morning.
There is joy watching an 18-month-old discover the world. But for Manolo Gonzalez, these moments might not have happened. Shortly after his birth, doctors discovered that Manolo had a life-threatening defect causing his liver to fail. He was lethargic and wouldn't eat solid food. The only cure was a transplant, and 6 months ago, he got one at Children's Hospital, Colorado. Samantha Gonzalez is Manolo's mom. What happened and how fast did it happen after the transplant?
The moment he woke up.
Really?
A complete 180. He was ready to eat same day. He was ready to start crawling.
What saved Manolo was a decision by 24-year-old Rebecca LaSalle, a complete stranger living 700 miles away in Montana, who decided to donate part of her liver to anyone who needed it.
I merely just wanted somebody else to live.
Without even knowing it wasn't your brother or your cousin or anyone, it was just a someone.
Just someone.
Because?
Because nobody deserves to suffer.
Rebecca is what doctors call an altruistic donor, meaning she gave a part of an organ without specifying who would get it. And this was her second time. 2 years ago, she also donated a kidney. But the liver transplant is a far more difficult and risky operation.
There's very few people in the world who have donated part of their liver and a kidney.
Dr. Elizabeth Pomfret removed part of Rebecca's liver at the University of Colorado Hospital. She says living donor transplants make up about 4% of all liver transplants done in the United States each year.
Of that 4%, the number of people who are altruistic donors is extraordinarily small.
But with altruism comes a healthy dose of skepticism.
So she was also evaluated by a psychiatrist and a social worker and a nurse coordinator.
So she really almost had to talk you into this.
In some ways, yes.
What convinced you?
It was her demeanor and her passion and her conviction and her maturity. Let's just see.
Rebecca recently returned to the hospital for a 6-month checkup.
Hi.
And for the first time met Manolo, the child she saved.
Hi. It's nice to meet you. Hi.
This is Manolo.
Hi.
Life-saving for Manolo, life-changing for Samantha.
At that time, I was going through like a really hard time with his dad and with what was going on with him. I lost faith in any kind of good person out in the world.
He saved my life. So the fact that you saved his, there's no words I can express to you how thankful I am for what you've done.
If what she did is extraordinary, why she did it is even more impressive. And it all goes back to a lesson her mother drilled into her every day.
Before I could walk to school when I was a little girl, she would say, make the world, and you had to say a better place, and you'd always groan it out. But it was something that actually she did instill in me, and I do want to make the world a better place.
Mom was right.
Yes, Mom was right.
Not only does that explain Rebecca's inspiration,
I don't ever want you to have to feel indebted or feel like you have to say thank you because he deserved it.
it also explains the emotional letter she wrote for Manolo to read when he grows up.
Most of all, I hope that this opportunity will inspire you to help others to make the world a better place. All my love, Rebecca.
So this is a story that may never end, because there are many more good deeds yet to come. For CBS This Morning, Barry Petersen, Aurora, Colorado.
Well, we're very happy to report that little Manolo is doing well. His doctors say he has to stay on anti-rejection medications for the rest of his life. But aside from that, they say that he will grow up and live a normal, healthy life. Rebecca is extraordinary, and what a lesson that her mother taught. And you know, your mom tells you something, you do kind of groan it out.
Yeah.
But it's amazing how that stuff sinks in and sticks with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
hooray for
extraordinary. A lot of
Rebecca's
people
mom.
would not be able to do that. A lot, myself included. I think
Yeah.
it's extraordinary that she listened to what her mother said, and now Manolo will hopefully
In
pass
such
it
a
on.
selfless way.
Yes.
In such a selfless way. When talking about that in some of the other stories that we've done is the idea of selfless sacrifice. That someone who engages in that is really just an incredible person.
Yeah, and I'm so happy that Barry brought that story, because to be in the presence of that kind of grace, even if you can't do it, Gayle,
Yeah.
just to be in the presence of it, you're going to, do
It has
something.
an impact. You'll think,
Yeah.
well, maybe I could do something else.
That's right.
It
That's
definitely
right.
affects you. Barry Petersen, we thank you too.
Yeah, Barry, thank you.